If anybody knows me, they know I'm about truth.
Yep.
I'm about sincerity.
Yep.
I'm not about people being, uppity and uptight and bougie.
Nope.
I was dating this girl that was so bougie that specific neighborhoods weren't good enough for her.
What?
Like, I think I met her and we were in Harlem or something, but when we met, I was living in Jersey.
Okay.
Right? And the neighborhood was predominantly Puerto Rican, I guess. And the thing with Puerto Ricans is that they like to party. And sometimes I would come home at night and it'd be like 11 o'clock at night and the music would be blasting across the street and little 3-year-old kids would be out on the street. And I'm like, yo, it's 11 o'clock. Shouldn't they be asleep? Nah, yo, my friend, yo, we just having a good time, blah, blah, blah. Good to see you, bro. And I was like, yeah, okay, sweet. Right. So she would stay over at the house a lot, and pulling up to the house, she would see all of this and she wasn't really feeling it because she felt that it was kind of ghetto. And it was a little bit. Even though she didn't like the neighborhood, she was constantly over the house trying to spend the night and shit. So one time she woke up, she said, a mouse bit me on the toe. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I looked at her foot and it was all inflamed and shit. And she was limping around, like looking for sympathy. And mind you, this was the tail end of the relationship, right? So it was the honeymoon phase. You got the relationship, we have the honeymoon phase. And then you finally get to know the real person. And if that person is annoying, you got to do something about it.
Yes, sir.
So I'm like, a mouse bit you on the toe. What are you talking about? We don't have any mice here. Like, I wasn't living in a shithole. I was still playing professional basketball. So she goes, a mouse bit me on the toe. Look at my foot. And she's limping around, wanting sympathy and everything. And I'm just looking at her like, come on, man. I'm doing the Ben Affleck meme. You ever see the Ben Affleck or the Chrissy Teigen meme like that? And if you are listening, there's also a video that goes along to this. So you probably should watch the video. So I'm like, what are you talking about? There's no mice here. You know what I think that is? The swelling? I think that's athlete's foot.
Yep.
And she was like, what are you talking about? This is not athlete's foot. You don't know anything. I go, you know why I think it's athlete's foot? Because those boots that you're wearing every single day, they're hot and wet and dark and smelly on the inside. And that's athlete's foot. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to go to the foot doctor. So she goes to the foot doctor, right? And she comes back and I'm like, so with the stink ass face, I'm like, so what did the foot doctor say? And the foot doctor says, it was athlete's foot. And I was so happy about it.
Bing bong.
Hey, what's up? This is Sean Green. And if you like more stories like this, please hit the subscribe button. Give a thumbs up. Share this. We're going to have stories like this once a week. If you want to follow on Instagram, I'm at The Sean Green on Instagram and Twitter. And you can follow my podcast, which is the Let Me Cook podcast in long form. And that's also on Instagram. And it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. All right. If you want to see some videos about health, we got videos about health and fasting and things like that up in here. All right. So see you next week. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.